Hello, friends. So, tomorrow is the day. I'm actually having my lumpectomy for the breast cancer tomorrow. And they're also going to be doing some reconstruction. But over the last couple of days, I've been just trying to focus on things around here. I have pre made all of my nutrition and all of my food. So, my husband, all he has to do is basically just warm it up and serve it. So, and I also made some homemade dog food for my dogs, even. So they're all taken care of. Um, but just been trying to get things around. Um, I'm kind of nervous, but I think that's just like par for the course. But in all things, Jesus has been with me like every step of the way. I have felt his presence. Just with everything that all my appointments, everything that I've had to go through. Um, but last week I had a physical therapy appointment and I have like all of my exercises ready to go for afterwards. Um, I also visited with the oncologist. Now, I do want to say before I start saying these things and telling you what my plan of treatment is going to be for myself. I just want to tell you that I am not a medical person. I do not treat and I do not diagnose. So I just want to throw that disclaimer out there. But I did visit with the oncologist this last week, and he wants me to take something called tamoxifen. A lot of women who have had breast cancer um, go on tamoxifen after they are done with the surgery as well as the radiation. But I have decided not to take tamoxifen myself. So I am working with my homeopathic provider. And we actually did something called a Dutch test. And I want to say that I did this around the time of my cycle because you have to do the Dutch test between days 19 and 22 of your cycle. And so basically, it's just a P test, and you have 5 different strips. And it actually looks, or they actually look at your hormones and your estrogen, and they are basically going to test it and see what pathway my estrogen is taking. So, based on those results, my provider, my homeopathic provider, is going to put me on something for the estrogen to control that. I told her I was not comfortable in taking tamoxifen because it has been known to cause uterine cancer and other cancers kind of in the reproductive area. And so, even though the oncologist said, Melissa, it's only 1 out of 50,000 that actually, get any form of cancer in the reproductive area. He goes, it's a very low chance that you're going to get that. But for me, this is just something that I have felt all along of something that God was telling me, no, Melissa, I don't want you to take this. I want you to do this. And so I decided that this was the path that I was going to go. The only thing that I'm really going to do is just the radiation. And I'm also just going to do like the lumpectomy with the reconstruction. Everything else is I'm doing just homeopathic treatments. Now, I think the last time I spoke to you guys, I was seeing Glenn Barber, my friend out of Rife, Indiana. He is actually building a clinic right now. It's almost done. And he is actually going to be treating cancer patients there. So if you guys want his info, leave a comment below and I will respond with his information. If you have a family or a close friend or loved one that is going through any type of cancer, you definitely want to get a hold of him. And he has basically created just all natural enzymes. He's an entrepreneur, and he's created enzymes. So, for any health issue that you're having, including cancer, he has different enzymes to target those things. So, right now, I am taking 4 enzymes through him, and it's called the Four Horsemen, and that is for the cancer. So, and then before Christmas, I was doing like the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. I was doing hydrogen therapy. I was doing red light therapy. And so there was different things that I was doing with him. But when Christmas hit, of course, everything got super busy. He had like all these people over at all these family members over at his house, 16 grandchildren. And so, of course, my treatment there has stopped for now. And then after Christmas, after everyone was sent home, his wife ended up getting sick. So, because my surgery is coming up, I could not go back there because I need to be well for my procedures tomorrow. So, hopefully, after my surgery, I will continue with Glenn. I will continue at the clinic since it's now being built. Um, I've also expressed my desire to actually work for him, work at the clinic. So, um, but so far they haven't hired me or anything like that. But I really want to help people that are going through, um, the same things that I am, and to be able to talk to people, hey, there's other forms of treatment besides what the medical field is offering. Um, so yeah, so I had that appointment with oncology. I had the appointment with physical therapy. I got all my exercises for afterwards because they will actually have you do exercises so that you don't develop lymphedema. And then I also had an appointment with my surgeon, Dr. Giblin. And I guess I didn't know at the time, but she is one of the best breast cancer surgeons, like in the region. And I did not know that. So it just shows you like what God has done as far as putting me with the right doctors, um, putting me with the right, just homeopathic practitioners and doctors that are helping me through this journey. Um, but I am currently also just writing a book about my life and about this experience. Hopefully, I think this is going to be like the last chapter of my book before I go to have it edited and then published. But my desire, you guys, is just to help women that are going through these things just with their health, relationships, um, just loss, miscarriages. I've been through so much in my life, you guys. I was abused as a little girl. My dad was very abusive, um, just throughout my life. And I was married before to a man that was a covert narcissist, and I stayed with him for 17 years and then finally got out of that marriage. And then I met my husband, Jay, who is just a wonderful, wonderful man of God. And I honestly felt deep down like he was the person that I was meant to be with. And, we had a miscarriage back in 2020. And, I lost my mom to breast cancer. And there's just so much about my life and my testimony that I want to share with others. Through writing this book, this is like what it's all about. But I just wanted to come on today, give you guys an update, have you guys pray for me tomorrow as I'm going into surgery. They plan on doing the surgery at 12:15 tomorrow. So of course, I will come on and do some more updates about how I'm doing, even with my recovery, and let you all know, everything about that as well. But it's definitely been a journey that the Lord has had me on. And there's been some awesome things that have just transpired out of this journey that I can't wait to just share. It's just been the coolest. It's been like bittersweet. Like the bitter is like the cancer course, but then the sweet is just like everything that God has been working just on the inside of me and just changing me and healing me of things. And um, but anyway, I just want to come on do a quick update. I want to try to keep it short today, but I hope you guys, if you guys are going through cancer yourself and you're looking for just alternative treatment, do not hesitate to reach out to me. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm also Melissa May on Facebook, and my first name is Melisa. If you spell it with two S's, you may not find me. Um, and then, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe here. And so, anyway, I hope you guys have just a great week ahead. And I just want to just extend my gratitude on the last video. I got so much feedback of people who were just saying that they were praying for me. And that has meant a lot to me and also to my husband, Jason, because, we as believers, that is what we are supposed to do, is to pray for each other and to be there when things get kind of hard. And even though the enemy works in different ways and in sickness, it's like God just always comes in and says, okay, Melissa, this bad thing may have happened, but I'm going to turn around and use it for your good. And so I believe anyone that's watching today, whatever you are going through, there may be something that God, like the enemy has used for bad in your life, but God is going to turn it around for your good as well. So let's just keep each other encouraged, and you guys have a blessed day. Okay, bye-bye.